Hi there, it's Brendan Howe here from Techify with our first video in our new business problem series, where we tackle challenges big and small with proactive technical solutions. Today, we're talking about how to choose a good webinar software for marketing. We have clients come to us all the time and ask us, hey, we need to do marketing, we need to reach a lot of people, but we're not really sure what software to use, and software is changing all the time. Right? Many businesses struggle with creating events. They use a clunky software that's not very user friendly. It's tough for the people that are joining the event. It's tough for the people that are running the event, and they don't get good results. Sometimes it instead of even improving their brand image, it diminishes it. So how do you choose? Well, this is a bit of a follow up for the video that we did recently comparing Zoom to Teams, and when you use each. But we're talking specifically about webinars today. So when I look at a webinar service, I have some key criteria that I want to look at. Number one, I want to see the ease of use for presenters and participants. I want a registration page that I can put up quickly. If I decide, hey, next week I'm going to do a webinar and I'm going to do something on security because something just happened, I want to be able to just log into my account, put up that registration page, get the link, and be ready to go. I've found with running webinars myself, having the ability to easily put in polls so that you can engage participants and you can get that instant feedback of what people are thinking, and then you can add it to your presentation. That's pretty key. I also feel when you have multiple presenters, it's good to be able to have that functionality where you can present back and forth, you can share your screens, and that it's pretty seamless. If you just do the webinar by yourself, that's fine. But if you host a webinar with multiple people, having that ability to go back and forth with multiple presenters is pretty important. It's also key to me to be able to record that webinar presentation and be able to send it to people who didn't attend and have them log in and have them register if they are going to watch it on demand so that you can see that and your sales or marketing people can follow up. I also like the ability to hide the participant list. Hey, what if you schedule a webinar and only 5 people end up registering? You don't want everybody to know that. You probably still want to run the webinar. You get the recording. You can still use it for marketing, but you don't want to be embarrassed with only a few people showing up. So you want to be able to hide that participant list and control the participants, whether they're able to show their video or whether they're able to unmute themselves or if they all stay muted. And there's a little Q&A type of, most of the webinar software have Q&A abilities, but you want that to be pretty straightforward. Last but not least, I want to see good information and analytics coming out of that. I want to know what's happened during my webinar. I want to see who's engaged, how many people attended versus registered, all that sort of thing. So here are the options we looked at. We looked at, hey, is Teams the right solution? Teams live events. Is it Zoom? Is it GoToMeeting? Or is it WebEx? So here's the solution that we came up with. It's Zoom, and that's our standard for webinar. Here's why. Teams Live, I like it, but it's just not quite ready for prime time. Teams is more effective as a one to a few as opposed to a one to many. I've always found WebEx is not quite as user-friendly as some of the other options out there. GoToMeeting, while it's a good option and it's fairly straightforward to spin up a webinar, I found Zoom by far is the best in terms of usability for both presenter and participant. And everybody's gotten used to using Zoom these days. So sometimes it's kind of good to go with the flow. But listen, while today it's Zoom, tomorrow it could be something that's much better. And that's why it's important to have a process in place to regularly review the software you use against best practices standards and add changes to your technology strategy, roadmap, and budget as you go along as things change in the technology landscape. That's how you move from reactive IT to intelligent technology. Thanks for watching today. Have a great day.